Well, something to think about there. Time for the week in bullshit. Society, and as humanoid David Cameron highlights the value of parenting over the value of paupers having money, noted sociologists Dappy and Fazer from N-Dubz plant their buttocks on the This Week sofa to discuss their views on parenting with Andrew Neil, Abbott and Portillo in a thrilling studio debate.
Fraser and Dappy. You're Fraser, you're Dappy. Yeah. So we got it right.
Not
Parenting.
right.
Almost right.
Fazer.
Oh, Fazer.
Fazer.
Ah, good, I like it.
How are you guys? We're here.
Yeah, we're great. Thank you.
Good.
Well, this isn't awkward at all. Anyway, come on, parenting.
One piece of advice I'll give to any parents at the moment, if your child has any sort of talent or anything like that, just make sure you 100% back him.
Encourage it.
The whole way.
Yeah, that is good advice. Parents, you should back your kids. Don't just lock them in a dungeon and deprive them of food and water. Back them. The wide-ranging chat moved on to cover Northern Irish politics.
I'm actually kind of shocked at the MP's wife and what's happened with the whole 19-year-old
Shocking,
thing.
isn't it?
Madness.
I have to intervene in that. I think it's absolutely...
Now you're taking the moral high ground.
But the very next day, it turned out Dappy might not occupy the moral high ground at all. As it turned out, he'd sent threatening messages to a woman who texted the Chris Moyles show to call him vile. As if the poor woman hadn't already suffered enough listening to Chris Moyles. This was ironic, since N-Dubz recently got plenty of coverage for fronting a government anti-bullying campaign. Still, if Dappy gets annoyed at being called vile in a text message, imagine how disrespected he'd feel if we put his photo on the screen and called him a 2-foot prancing mosquito-voiced little titamaboo in a baby's hat and a nincompoop and a twerp and a twit and an oaf and a git and a... Royalty! And as Owlman tours New Zealand, 5 News excitedly captures jubilant scenes of him meeting people's offspring.
She met Prince William and he said how pretty she was, but he said he couldn't kiss her because of royal protocols.
Maybe he just didn't fancy her. But it wasn't all fun, as he suffered a minor injury while playing with some kiddie winks.
Somebody threw a ball and it hit him, didn't it?
Yeah, me.
Was that you? What happened?
Oh, I hit him in the nuts.
Oh, well, there goes the Windsor dynasty. Music! And Sky News' Jeremy Thompson shows off his cool street lingo during a live discussion about Susan Boyle's glaring lack of a Brits nomination.
She, in a way, has been dissed by this.
I love you, Jeremy Thompson. The link-up also featured an exciting live interview with Dappy and the rest of N-Dubz. Surprisingly, for a live interview on a news channel, Dappy was asked no tricky questions about the texts or the anti-bullying campaign whatsoever. Instead, they were allowed to moan that the X Factor stars they were up against had an unfair advantage.
Do you think they'll get a bigger vote, or do you think...
They've had 16 million viewers for 6 weeks every day, so yeah.
Of course they're going to get more of a vote.
Yeah, but come on, at least 30 people will have seen Dappy and Fazer's parenting tips on This Week. Stern anchorman Jeremy Thompson even wished N-Dubz well, sort of.
Thank you very much indeed, Steve, and best of luck to N-Dubz, who he was just speaking to there.
Yes, best of luck to N-Dubz. He's hoping they beat Jalus. Yes, Jalus, who Sky also spoke to, together with Ernest singing ice cream cornet LaRue. In case you don't know who LaRue is, she's basically Jedward for people who hate music. And that was that. It was a glittering showbiz triumph for Sky, which ended with possibly the most astonishing segue in news history.
Thanks, Steve. More from there later. And talking about a show full of celebrities, here's Bill Clinton just arriving at Port-au-Prince Airport.